Simon from Aptly here. So this video is for administrator users who are going to be making decisions on how deals are proceeding through the pipeline and what they want happening, tasks created, all that sort of stuff, depending on what's going on. This is a very quick introduction to ActiveCampaign. We offer you a 30-minute catch-up once a month. So if you obviously have any questions, we're here to help. If there's anything in between there, we're obviously still here to help. Just shoot us an email, comment on the Facebook group. We're here to help you get a really good job done for your business. So this is your ActiveCampaign account where you're going to be sort of jumping in and getting the work done is under the automation section. So automations is essentially what ActiveCampaign calls well, I can't think of a better word, or things that get, something happens, then this happens, if that makes sense. Now, we obviously run off a pipeline, and there are two different pipelines. One pipeline for a actual transaction, and then another pipeline for settled deals. Now, you may add other pipelines. You can add steps to these, totally up to you. You can do whatever you want, and we're here to provide you that support to get that done. But at a basic level, it comes with two pipelines. Now, how this generally works is automation is triggered when a deal changes in a pipeline. So for example, if we move from lead to link to fact find sent, we can trigger an automation here. How ActiveCampaign automations work is you start at the top. So the top is going to be the trigger. So in this case, for our number one pipelines, the pipeline for our broker number one, when the contact moves from any stage to link to fact find sent, and it's able to be run multiple times. You can choose if you'd like to only run once. We want it to run multiple times. Now, this thing, you may see these throughout the automations as you're reviewing them. These are going to be checks. So these essentially say, at this stage, the broker owner should have been set. It should not be blank. If it's blank, there's something that's going on which is wrong. Same thing is by this stage of the deal, the admin owner, should be set as well. If it's not set, then there's something going on. And what we do there is we actually trigger another automation, which is check that broker owner and admin owner has been populated. That's going to go through, and that's actually going to check, okay, if it's not, and if there's any issue, it's going to throw the deal back in this stage before it starts sending out emails and creating tasks and everything, and it will notify the owner when the deal is thrown, the deal is thrown back into the error stage. That's just an important thing to make sure that as deals are progressing through, what needs to be done is done. So, for example, if the broker wasn't set and this email was sent out, it would actually go out without a footer. So it'd go out just a blank email, and the signature would be blank. Now, obviously, we don't want to do that, and we want to make it appear as though this is a custom email that we've written just for that person. So we don't want that to happen. So we build these checks in to make sure it goes through. Now, very commonly, you will see this: enter an automation, assign deal owner broker, or there's not one in here, or assign deal owner admin. This is running off those fields that we saw earlier. So this allows us essentially to have multiple people working on the deal. So this is this deal owner broker, deal owner admin. So whoever this has been assigned to, John Smith, Jane Smith, it will appear, everything that happens from this stage until something changes, the email will go out as that person. The deal will be any notifications or any tasks will go to that person. Now, what you'll see is there are several different things that happen here. We've got emails. These are just automated ones. You don't need to do anything. We've got wait steps. So we're going to wait. And then we might also have a wait until. So in this case, this is wait until 10 a.m. And then we might have another email. In this case, this is reasonably straightforward. So what this automation is doing is it's saying, okay, first of all, check that the deal owner and admin owner have been populated. if they have been populated, assign the deal owner to the broker, wait for 5 minutes, then send an email. Then it's going to wait 3 days and then wait until 10 a.m. It's going to assign the deal to the broker again because we want the email to go out looking like it's from the broker. It's going to wait 5 minutes and then it's going to send another email. We're going to wait 4 days and we're going to wait till 6 p.m. Assign the deal owner to the broker again because we want the email to look like it's coming from the broker. Wait for 5 minutes and then we're going to send out another email. Then we're going to wait another 7 days. So in this case, we're now waited 2 weeks in total. 3 plus 4 plus 7 is 14 days. And now we're actually going to send a notification to the broker. And we're going to send a notification to the broker saying, deal for John Smith, first name, last name, has not moved for 2 weeks. Please call the customer on the phone number, which you would have seen when we created the contact before, and check how they're going. Now, you as the administrator can change any of this. You can change what happens here. You can change the text of these emails by going in here and clicking edit. You have total control over everything that goes out. Now, the next thing that I wanted to have a quick chat to you about is around email signatures. So email signatures are handled by something called message variables. And message variables you can get by navigating to Campaign. They're message variables. And you'll see that there are, to start off with, 2 message variables here. One for compliance and one for email signatures. Now, we use message variables when there is something that is going to be repeated multiple times across multiple emails. Now, imagine how annoying it would be is if you brought on a new staff member and you wanted to add their email signature, only to find that you had to go into every single one of those emails and every single one of those automations and add their email signature. It would be an absolute nightmare. So what you can do is you actually have the ability to do if else. So we can say if the deal owner is this person, then we're going to send this email signature. If the deal owner is this person, which is number 2, then we send this email signature, and so forth and so on. You get the point. You can do this for an unlimited number of people. You're saying if else, and then if else, and then if else. This can be a little bit confusing. So we're obviously, again, I'm here to help if you have any questions. The next thing I wanted to take you through quickly was around just reviewing just some of the different tags that you'll see associated with the automations. So automations have labels. So you'll see some of them are labeled do not edit. Some of them are labeled events. These events here actually come, the data is coming from Apply. And sorry, let me just expand the numbers we have. And then you'll also see we've got settled deal follow-up. That relates to what happens after the deal is settled. And we also have mortgage pipeline. Now, when you go through these, what I would suggest is that you, as the administrator, if you want to make a change to one of these stages, so you find, okay, this isn't working for me, I want to change it. Search for the name of the deal stage that you want to change, and they're all numbered. So if you say, okay, the settlement booked automation isn't working for me, I'm going to just type in 15 or 3, whatever you want to type in. Find all the automations related to that stage, and I'm just going to go back to 15 just as an example, and open them all up, and first of all have a look and just understand what's actually happening at that deal stage. So you see this, there's 2 things happening at this deal stage. So this is triggered, first of all, this is triggered when the deal stage is settlement booked, and it's going to assign the deal owner to the admin, wait 5 minutes, it's going to send them an email to let them know that tasks have been created, and it's going to say, add settlement date from the lender email into active campaign. And it's going to give them a warning that once the task has been completed, the email was sent out, email will be sent out to the customer. And also down here, you can see that this is actually set to trigger another automation. So, whoops, sorry. So when this task is completed, it's going to trigger another automation, which is 15, send an email to once the settlement date is added. And then it's going to pretty much end that automation. So once they've added the automation, once they've added the settlement date from the email that we received from the lender, it's going to do a check. So it's going to say, is the settlement date after the current date minus 1 days? So essentially, is the settlement date either today's date or in the future? Now, if the settlement is today's date or in the future, then we're good. Means the settlement date's obviously been updated. If it's not though, okay, hey, something's going on wrong here, and we're going to trigger another automation to check the settlement date's been populated. If it is, it's just going to do a check. If it's a transaction, it's going to create a different set of tasks to if it's a refinance or an other. And you can go through and have a look at all the tasks and emails that are created at all these stages. And again, we want this to appear like it's coming from the broker, so it's going to go through that stage. So that's a very quick introduction to ActiveCampaign. Again, I'm here to help. Don't hesitate to reach out. If you have any questions, you'll have a certain number of hours with the package you took up front, and then at the very least you've got the half an hour a month. Plus, if you get stuck, we're here to help. Reach out. Thank you so much.